podcast party. Descent into Avernus.
My name is Painbearer Corbin Shiv. My friends and I found the Death Knight Olanthius in the crypt of the Hell Riders, and he set us on a path to the Bleeding Citadel. But we walked out of the crypt into an ambush. It was Lilxori, Thalamra Vanthampur, I thought we killed her, and my sister, Deghok. I don't want to fight my sister, but she don't feel the same way. In fact, she just knocked me unconscious when I was flying 10 feet above the ground, which is the worst time to get knocked unconscious.
He's gonna take a death save from falling.
You're gonna take a death save.
Oh my gosh.
Did I try to catch him as a reaction?
You've done it before, sure. He's heavy as hell, though. He's heavy as hell, so I'm gonna make the DC pretty high, Ofelia.
Worth a try, because you never know. So, what is it? It's a dex save?
Yep.
Ooh.
That's a 22.
So narrate to me how you stop this 275-pound bugbear from hitting the ground.
Yeah.
In armor.
Ofelia.
She does Pilates.
Ofelia sees Corbin plummeting toward the ground, and she bends her knees, outstretches her arms, and braces herself as hard as she can to try to just use the weight of her full body to catch him and soften his blow. And then he thuds into her arms. You know, she's reeling backwards. She's barely standing, but she's shaking, and she's caught him, and he didn't hit the ground. Very gently lays him down on the ground next to her.
And that's when you see the second of these two claw attacks come in, Ofelia, at Corbin, but it will come with advantage because he's prone. That is an 18 with advantage.
Oh yeah, that.
Okay, so that's 2 death saving throw failures.
Wait. If only someone could cutting words that.
Yes, Ofelia scoffs and says, Deghok, your brother is 5 times the bugbear that you ever were or will be.
Yeah.
So that would
Yay.
miss.
Cutting words.
All right, that's her turn. Hylan, it's yours.
Okay, I'm going to move 5.
I got him, Hylan. I got him. Take her out.
Okay, I move 10 feet so that I am between Renascence and Corbin, and I'm going to manifest 2 psychic blades and throw them both at Deghok. The first one's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 6 psychic and 15 sneak attack for a total of 21 on the first hit.
All right.
And then the second throw is a 19.
A 19 hits.
All right. That is 8 psychic damage.
So very close to probably killing her, but not quite enough. She is just staggered on the ground from these battering attacks on her.
Damn it. Okay, that's my turn.
Renascence, it's your turn.
Okay, I hold Gargoth up in front of me to protect myself. I crouch down, I lean backwards, I get one hand on Corbin's collapsed foot, and I lay hands on Corbin for 1 hit point.
Nice.
Whoa.
Corbin is awake, but prone with 1 hit point.
Pretend I'm dead.
Okay, then I straighten back up and cup one hand over Heaven's Fall, and I say Hylan. And as a bonus action, I cast Branding Smite, and Heaven's Fall illuminates with a glowing white light on the ball of the mace. But I used my action to heal Corbin, so the smite is active, but I can't use it this round. That is the end of my turn.
Lilxori looks at you and says,
Your brother's name is Thomas.
How do you know that? Who are you?
she shakes her head and she blinks. Make a perception check.
Could that possibly be an insight check, not a perception check?
I will go for an insight check too.
Cool.
It is an 18.
Renascence, when she utters these words in the last 12 seconds, after being chased through hell, you never thought that you'd see someone who looks like you.
Whoa.
Her face is obviously female. Her horns are distinctly different from yours, but the shape of the nose, the shape of her cheeks, her eyes, they glow at the same intensity as yours do in times of anger, but they're the same hue. Something very strange about what you're feeling right now. And you can see that it's affecting her too, because she gasps as she looks at you, and with that 18 insight, you know that she's thinking the exact same thing that you are.
I say, Lilxori, stand down. We should talk.
She disengages from you, she spreads her wings behind her, and she says, No. And she flies 60 feet up in the air, and then as you look up at her, you can see that she's crying.
I scream after her, wait, don't go.
It is now Thalamra Vanthampur's turn. And she says, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere, dearie. I'm right here."
Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I'm on the edge of my seat.
She says, "Hey, you, catch!" And she throws a fireball at all of you.
No!
I counterspell. I'm still looking up at Lilxori, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of something. I trace my fingers over. I trace my fingers over the eye, and I suck up the fireball into my chest.
I love it. That was her turn. Corbin, Shiv.
Corbin is like, I know I'm not really a Healy cleric, but... And he's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Cute.
So all my friends get 15 points.
Yay!
Cheers, Corbin.
All right.
And he's going to look at his sister and he's going to say,
Don't make us kill you, please. Please, stop.
She doesn't even try to utter a word in response. She just grunts and roars at you.
I know. He has to try, though.
Ophelia, it's your turn.
Corbin, I'm sorry, but she's hurt you too much. She's going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Deghok. That is a wisdom save.
She got an 18.
She's going to take 7 psychic damage.
Ooh, I thought that might knock her down, but it didn't. Well, closer.
Ever closer to death, but not as of yet. Yeah, Lulu, she's gonna fly over to you and she's just gonna give you a little kiss on the head and she said, "It's my last one, darling." And cure wounds.
Thank you, Lulu. You're the best.
Stop getting all busted up, gosh darn it.
I screwed up this fight, sorry.
7 healing to you.
Take it.
All right, Deghok is on her last legs. So she just runs 10 feet in front of where she was before. So she is in range of Ofelia, Hylan, and Renascence. And she just starts...
Corbin for that.
And Corbin.
And Corbin too,
And
for that
Corbin,
matter, because
that's
of her
right.
reach.
Totally true. So she will do one attack to all 4 of you. So the first attack is with her war mace. I guess she'd swing that at Ofelia first. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 piercing damage.
Ow.
Second attack is on Renascence, again with the war mace. That is a 17 to hit.
I block that with Gogs.
The third attack is with her claw. She will attack Hylan with that. And this is with her frenzy, so that's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's with 2d6 additional damage. That is a total of 20 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna uncanny dodge it.
Fantastic. And then the fourth attack will also be with her claws. This one's stretching out over your head, Hylan, and hitting Corbin. And that is a crit. Okay, so that is, on the crit, it is 16 slashing damage. Now she will do an additional 4d6 instead of 2d6 slashing damage.
Oh my
Corbin's
god.
going to drop again.
So that's an additional 19. So that's 16
Corbin's
plus
at
19.
0.
Yep. Just swoosh. You just hear this gout of blood issue forth as the claws rake across Corbin's face. No! And then falls to the ground. As she's swinging with her mace and just lancing out with her claws, she's just growling, gurgling, gasping, screeching. No intelligence whatsoever. Pure hellish fury. Hylan, you're up.
Renascence, can you help him?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look at this crazy bugbear in front of me, and not Corbin, the other one, and I'm gonna say, "You could have had a brother," and I'm gonna manifest my blades and stab. The first attack is only an 11, and then for the second hit, I'm gonna use Wakened Dragon's Wrath, and I just say, "What do you have now?" And I'm going to just try stabbing with that, and that is a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Uh-oh.
The 1d4 damage is 3, and then 2d6 extra damage is 6 radiant and 20 sneak attack. So that's 29 damage.
Hylan, how do you wish Deghok to meet her final end?
Corbin's out, remember. He's unconscious.
Thank God. Okay. I didn't want that to be something you saw me do. I'm just gonna plunge it into Deghok's heart, and then I'm gonna slowly go down with the dagger in her heart until she's laying down. And I'm just gonna say, "I'm sorry, Corbin," and I'm gonna pull the dagger out.
When you pull the dagger from Deghok's breast, her eyes, which were glowing red with hellish intensity, become infused with a golden, blinding white light, and her whole body slumps, and she falls face forward into the dirt of Avernus, and then her entire form disintegrates.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to stop her from killing us, but I don't feel great about that. That's my turn.
Renascence, it's your turn.
I look at the space where Deghok was. I crouch down, holding up my shield towards Thalamra, and I again lay one hand on Corbin for 1 hit point. How high in the air is Thalamra Vanthampur?
60 feet. It's now Lilxori's turn. She looks down at you, her wings beating, keeping her aloft. She calls over to Thalamra Vanthampur and says, I and my mother must converse. Deal with them. And then she casts plane shift and disappears. Thalamra says, no problem. And she flies in, her fists glowing red with heat. And she flies directly at Corbin. Corbin, you're still on the ground, correct?
I am prone, yes.
She flies to the ground and makes 2 attacks on your prone body with her iron fists.
Why me?
Corbin weakly points to Renascence.
Oh, he did it, not me.
First attack, 14.
Miss.
That's with advantage,
Great.
too. Second attack, 25.
It. I have
6.
1 hit point.
Okay, so she just knocks you unconscious again.
Wait, so hang on. I will try to, just in case maybe I can absorb all the damage, I do try to throw my shield.
Don't think you will be able to. How much damage can you absorb?
1d10 plus 4.
You will not be able to.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know that. I would probably try to do that anyway.
Absolutely, that's fine. Thank you for doing that, Tal. That's very kind.
Okay, so yeah, I try to throw my shield in front of Corbin, and obviously enough gets through.
Yep, unfortunately, 16 damage, 6 bludgeoning, and 10 fire.
Oh,
Third time being dropped.
Corbin, you're out. Death saving throw, please.
Oh, God!
I crit fail. I rolled a 1. I fucking suck at these. God damn it.
So
Is
that's
that 2 fails?
Somebody
fails.
cure him. Somebody
yeah,
heal him.
get him up.
You guys watch as this fist, she hits him so hard, his head just flies into the dirt and his feet pop up.
Oh my God.
Ophelia.
Ofelia is going to run up to Corbin immediately and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yay.
Thalamra will spend a spell slot higher than 3rd level
Oh my God.
to counter spell you.
Oh
She's
my
countering
God.
a cure wounds?
Oh,
What a
that's
heal. What a heal.
Stone cold bitch.
That's oh my God.
She's like, daddy. This one's mine.
I don't think so. Shit, that's it for me.
Sorry, I got him.
Lulu's like, don't you touch him. Don't you dare touch him. And she just rams her tusks into Thalamra, and missing with a 14. She just swats Lulu away. Giggles. Hylan, it's your turn.
I already have the Dragon's Wrath dagger in my offhand. I'm going to conjure a psionic blade in my dominant hand, and I'm going to first attack with that. That's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 6 psychic damage and 15 sneak attack for a total of 21 on the first hit. And then the Dragon's Wrath dagger hit is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 10 damage on the second attack.
Anything else, Hylan?
That is it.
For the 3rd time, I reach down, I grab both of Corbin's feet, I lay on hands for 1 point.
How about just for my own edification?
Yeah.
How many hit points of laying hands you got left? I just want to know how many
7.
times you're going to be.
I can do it 7 more times.
So you can do it 7 more times? Okay, I'm just going to remember that.
We better not need that.
Tal's like, why am I wasting my fucking turn with this?
This has been the whole fight. The last 3 rounds of the fight for me. It's just been putting my hand on Corbin's foot.
touching people.
Yeah.
But it's important.
No, it is. I still incidentally have the smite active on my mace because I've never been able to make an attack with it.
Gee, I wonder who she's gonna hit.
She looks over at you, Renascence. She's like, you're getting in the way, boy! And she swings her iron fists at your head. 17 to hit.
I blocked that with guards.
And a crit. So Gargs takes the hit, shifts off to the left, and then the next thing you see is this iron gauntlet that comes straight into your face.
Oh boy.
Good thing is that a portion of it is fire-based, so it's only 13 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
I am resistant to the fire, so that'll cut the fire to 3. So that'll be 16 damage total. Yeah, I just stagger back a little bit. Okay.
All right, that's your turn. Corbin, you're up.
Corbin has 1 hit point. He crawls 5 feet so that he is flanking with Renascence.
Awesome.
And he fucking stands. And he is going to take out his big hand and smack her with it.
Yep.
And cast Inflict Wounds at at 4th level.
Okay, she counters it at 4th level.
Oh, she counters me again?
Yep, she uses her 4th level spell slot. She's like, what you did? No. And as you like reach in with that hand to hit her with this glowing power of Ilmater, she just back fists your hand away and the spell fizzles.
My God, I've been completely useless this fight.
You have gotten us through so many fights.
But that was her reaction.
That was her reaction. Well, I used half my movement to stand, and then I moved 5 feet. Corbin is going to get out of her reach. He's going to go back where he was, and then he's going to move 5 feet back by Ofelia. And that's his full movement, so he's 10 feet from her.
Ophelia, it's your turn.
Ofelia is going to cast Raluathim's Psychic Lance on Thalamra. So that's going to be a DC 16 Intel save.
A 19.
Oh!
Fuck.
Hate you.
Damn it.
That sucks.
Everyone take out a javelin, quick!
Yeah.
She's gonna take 10 psychic damage.
It's Lulu's turn. Lulu is staggered by this fiend. Doesn't understand the sort of connection that you all have with her, and she doesn't have a whole lot left to give. She's used all of her cure wounds. She used her bless for the day. The only thing that she can do is cast protection from evil and good. So she's gonna cast it on you, Corbin.
Awesome.
I'll feel a little better.
She will have disadvantage on all attack rolls against you. She sees that Thalamra's back is turned, so Lulu just flies 60 feet up in the air.
Awesome.
Hylan, it's your turn.
Psychic Blade in my dominant hand, Dragon's Wrath Dagger in my offhand. I'm gonna stab with them. Oh, the first hit is only 15.
That will miss. She blocks with her iron gauntlet.
I flip the dagger in my hand to be facing the other way, and I stab her with it. Oh, a 15.
Another block. She just blocks you twice.
I hate you. I just say that. I hate you. And then that's all I can do. So I will be standing there like a loser and waiting for my next turn.
Jeez. Renascence, it's your turn.
Right, I swing around behind her so that I'm flanking with Hylan,
There we go.
and I take a swing with Heaven's Fall. 24.
That'll hit.
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to take 5 bludgeoning and 4 radiant off of Heaven's Fall. She's going to eat that branding smite, which was still active. So that is going to add an additional 5 radiant. She is shedding dim light in 5 feet. And she cannot turn invisible. I am also going to dump a level 2 smite on her. Okay, so that is going to be 5d8 radiant.
Awesome.
All right, 14 radiant. I'll take another swing. 21.
That will hit.
From Heaven's Fall, she will take 7 magical bludgeoning and 4 radiant for a total of 11. And still alive, I assume?
Still alive. Not looking great.
Okay, here comes another level 2 smite.
There we go.
5d8 radiant, 17 radiant, and I swing back into place next to Hylan.
All right. Yeah, those 2 hits definitely took some spring out of her step. She's bleeding black fluid out of her nose and mouth. Her eyes look not set fully in their sockets. And she's like, and she's like screeching at you now.
Actually, I keep swinging. I just keep moving around so that I'm next to Hylan between her and Corbin.
It's her turn. She hated that. So she is going to point her finger at you directly, and you see black waves of magic funnel out, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
24.
That makes it, and it's a good thing that you did.
Goodness.
And that is 35 necrotic, but since it is halved,
Still painful.
17 necrotic damage. Yeah, it's like your skin is just pulling in towards your chest. All of your internal organs feel like they're shriveling up inside of you.
Oh, no.
Corbin is going to look at her and he's going to say, burn. And he's going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level right at her.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
So I've never cast this before. Shit. It went off way too early and it just goes flying up into the sky and it just completely misses with a crit fail.
There's like some silence for a second as everybody, including Thalamra, like watches this thing just fly up into the sky.
And, God damn it. All right. Well, that sucked. Corbin is going to do something he's never done before. Going to use his movement. He's going to go, Ofelia, I'm going to go behind you. And he runs behind Ofelia.
All right.
Amazing.
Really hurt. Everything hurts. I'm bleeding everywhere.
Oh my god.
That's all I got because I wasted my shit on a guiding bolt with a nat 1.
Ophelia, go ahead.
Ofelia casts Tasha's Mind Whip, a DC 16 intel save.
A 16 on the dot.
Ah!
Oh,
Why? Thalamra, you're
the worst.
so annoying. She's gonna take 7 psychic damage.
You see her shake her head and she's like, no, it's life.
Shut up! You're the worst.
Amazing.
Literally.
Lulu is up there when that fucking guiding bolt came screaming past her. She's like, what the? And she just circled around it as the thing popped about 15 or 16 feet above her head. Beyond that, she's just gonna take the dodge action and stay up there. Hylan, it's your turn.
okay. I saw what she just did to Renascence, and I saw his horrible reaction to it, and I just dragon wings sprout from my back, and I slowly walk around her to flank with Renascence.
Okay. She's facing you now.
Yep, and I stab her with my Dragon's Wrath dagger. Okay, so that's 19 to hit.
A 19 hits.
That is 8 psychic damage, 20 sneak attack, and an extra 10 radiant, so that's 38 points of damage. Don't fuck with my special tiefling. And I just stand there staring at her with glowing blue eyes and dragon wings.
Come back.
Okay, yeah, I'll just kind of
Is it Renaissance's
step
turn
around again.
next? He would get
Yeah,
advantage.
No, yeah, but I'm gonna move. I want everyone.
Oh, I see.
to
So you guys
be
are
able
like
to protect-
circling around her. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like stalking her with my wings out.
You see her hands are on both sides of her as you and Renaissance are just circling her, and you stab into her gut. She screeches in pain. And then you watch as Renaissance now moves around the other side. Renaissance, it's your turn.
All right, for starters, I'm going to harness divine power to give myself a level 2 spell slot back.
Very nice.
I'm going to burn my channel divinity to do that. And I'm going to swing at her again with Heaven's Fall. Fuck, that is a 13.
That will miss. She dodges out the way. Before you come in with your second hit, she says, "You softy piece of shit."
Oh, get her!
It's not nice.
Softy. Wow.
Get her a second time.
That is a 19. No, 22.
22 hits.
That is 9 magical bludgeoning and 4 radiant for a total of 13. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to dump the level 2 divine smite that I just gave myself. 5d8. It's 19 more radiant.
Holy shit.
Good one.
Renaissance, how would you like to, for the second time, this time for the final time, destroy Thalamra Vanthampur?
Okay, in a move very much like Indiana Jones shooting the swordsman in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I shrug, I pick up Heaven's Fall, I swing it around, I smack her in the exact same eye that I killed her in last time by throwing a javelin through it. What the fuck is going on here? And I smack her in the head.
And with that, folks, you're out of combat.
Oh, thank God.
Hi, everybody. The show will be right back with a second part. This fall, Cast Party returns to the Good Witch in Hastings-on-Hudson, New York, on Saturday, October 19. Join us for an evening of dragon-slaying, dungeon-delving, treasure-hunting adventure. Our professional dungeon masters will lead your party through a tabletop adventure. No previous D&D experience is necessary. Admission includes a 3-hour Dungeons & Dragons experience with a professional dungeon master, a delicious drink and snack courtesy of the Good Witch, plus a few surprises. Located just a short train ride from NYC in the historic Hastings-on-Hudson station on the Metro North Hudson Line. Planning to attend with a group? We'll make sure you're seated with friends and family. New player or attending alone? We'll make sure you're at a table to suit your experience level. Tickets are on sale now at cast-party.com, so don't wait to grab yours. Cast Party's professional dungeon masters are available to hire for online games. We have games for kids as well as adults, and our DMs can run almost any of the official Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventures, as well as third-party adventures, and even some we've created ourselves. Details at cast-party.com. Do you ever feel like you have a great visual picture in your head, but you need a little help putting it into words? Well, with a subscription to Describe, you can access thousands of descriptions of monsters, spells, locations, and more, as well as maps, music, and sound effects to enhance your games. Only at Describe.com. That's DSCRYB.com. Would you like 10% off that subscription? Follow the link in the show notes and use the discount code CASTPARTY, all one word, all caps, to save 10% on your first subscription. As always, we're offering free monthly adventures with our Dungeon Masters. These free games fill up quickly, so if you'd like to grab a spot, you should join our email list or our Discord server. Links to both can be found at cast-party.com. If you enjoy Podcast Party, please follow the show, rate us, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. Message us on social media or email us at info@cast-party.com. Follow us on Facebook at CastPartyDND, on Twitter at CastParty2, on Instagram at cast_party, on TikTok at cast_party, or on Threads at cast_party. Thanks very much for listening, and now back to our adventure in Avernus.
I have 1 hit point.
Everyone all right? Everyone alive?
Yeah.
Where's Deghok?
Shit. And then Corbin sees, is any of her stuff still there?
The maces.
He sees the mace and he goes over to whatever is left of her and he just drops to his knees.
Is this her?
There's like a pile of ash on the ground.
I'm so sorry, Corbin.
It's not your fault.
Corbin will scoop up as much of her ashes as he can, tuck them away.
Are there 3 motorcycles still there?
Yep, the Devil's Ride motorcycles are still there.
I'd like to go over to their motorcycles and search them, see if they have any saddlebags or if they're carrying any soul coins on the motorcycles, anything like that.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'll help you.
Okay, you'll have advantage.
Nat 20.
So you are swift in your investigation of these 3 vehicles. When you look at them, you don't see any saddlebags. These kinds of machines don't actually have them attached. You do see, however, that each of them has a fuel gauge, just like the Ragger Wagon does, and that there is a single soul coin that has already been placed into the engine, and it is at full.
Okay. Who can ride them?
Well, we know Corbin's really good at it.
Corbin does not hear that and does
No, we're
not even
some
paying
distance
attention.
off from Corbin.
Yeah.
I'd say I feel like we should probably stick together on the Ragger Wagon, but if we just walk these inside the cave entrance just so they're a little less conspicuous, they might be pretty well known who owns these things.
Okay.
So we just like to walk the bikes inside the entrance of the cave, Matt, so they're not just sitting out here.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that, can Corbin go through the remains of his sister? There is the mace with the skull. Is there anything else left over?
No.
When Deghok died, you said that she sort of had this bright light in her eyes. Did I glean anything from that? What did I think that was?
You can make a religion check.
I can help with that.
I'm going to explain it to you, and I'm trying to figure out what that is so I can tell Corbin if it's helpful. That's a 19.
When this form of Deghok was destroyed, whatever kind of fiendish influence was resident within her, when it expired, when it quote unquote died, it released Deghok.
So I'm going to go over to Corbin as he's gathering up the ashes and say, Corbin, I know you understand, but I really am sorry. I just wanted to tell you that as your sister was dying, I could see the evil influence leave her as she died. And I don't know where she went after that, but she was no longer controlled by that evil influence. So for better or worse, I think she's free now.
I don't know what to say. She's was the only family I had, so
yeah.
I didn't think she'd ever get like this. Or, I mean, she wasn't nice, but she wasn't evil. I know that seems weird. She was the meanest person I ever met, but she always took care of me when we were little. She was mean about it, but she took care of me.
Maybe it weren't her choice, Corbin. It could have been something was using her or possessing her.
But how would that happen?
I don't know, but It seemed like from what Hylan says, she might be free of it now.
I bet she did it. I know she did it.
Your sister, Averly Hallow.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard to figure out, was it?
Corbin will pick up that mace thing. He's going to not just grab it. He's touched one of these weapons before and it was super hot. And so if it gets hot as he gets close to it, he's not going to pick it up.
It doesn't seem hot to the touch.
He's going to pick it up.
It's heavy. It feels wrong. It feels balanced, but it also feels that it would turn and strike you if you did the wrong thing with it. That it would move almost as if it were alive.
We need to get rid of this. I don't know how. Maybe the sticks. I don't know.
Well, let's take a look. I take out the map. Our next destination is the Arches of Ulloch, and I see it's not too far away. I mean, who knows really with this place, but don't look like we're going to get near the sticks on the way to the Arches. We could put it inside the crypt. Somebody wants to go looking for it there. They're going to run into some trouble, I reckon.
I don't want to defile a crypt with this piece of shit, though.
Right. Well, maybe we take it with us for now and look for a way to dispose of it.
All right. What about those devil's rides? Anyone want to drive one?
I think we're safer together.
Yeah.
Should we smash them?
Yeah, let's sabotage them somehow.
Well, I was thinking, might not be the worst thing to know that they're back here hidden.
Just in case.
Yeah, if we need them somehow.
Oh, that's true. If something happens to the ragawagon.
Yeah, at least we know that these are here. Just push them back into the cave enough that they can't be seen from the outside.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just going to gather a few more ashes and be quiet for a few minutes.
Right, we're pretty beat to shit. I'm wondering if maybe we can at least hold up here for an hour before we get back on the road. Actually, it's been a long time since we long rested.
I was going to say, now would be
Yeah, maybe we should
an
camp out
appropriate
here.
time to take a camp if you wanted to do so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
camp inside.
Yeah.
In the mouth of the cave, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I could put up the dome.
Okay. I've actually got 2 first-level spell slots left. I'm going to burn one of them to wrap an alarm around the ragawagon. And I'm actually going to use the second one. If we go just inside the crypt to create the dome, I'm going to run another alarm thread just along the entrance to the crypt. If anything crosses that line, I'll know.
Cool.
And I'll set both of those to audible alarm.
Corbin's really hurt, so he's just going to cast Healing Word on himself. Who else is really hurt?
I'm at about half.
I'm also at about half.
You're both at half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corbin's at 6 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Corbin.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Corbin. That's only 9 points.
Thank you.
So he'll do 2 more Healing Words on himself at first level. Got a 6 and an 8.
All right.
And then he's going to cast Liamin's Tiny Hut, ritually cast it, and set it up.
Where are you setting up the hut?
Just inside the crypt.
Corbin is kind of out of it at the moment, so wherever Renascence tells him to do it, he will do it.
Do you want the doors to the crypt open or closed?
Closed, right?
Yeah, closed. And then I run the alarm so that if they do open, I'll know immediately.
Do you want me to put the guardian up in front of the doors? I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
For the ragawagon, like you did before?
Oh, that's a good point. All right. You Malta, protect our vehicle.
And he's going to cast Guardian of Faith over the ragawagon. Last 3rd level spell slot.
And that lasts for 8 hours, right?
Yes, it does. Alarm masks last for 8 hours as well.
Corbin would like to cast Sending. Once we're settled and the thing's in, he's going to reach across the plains.
To whom?
Sister Averly Hallow. I'm assuming she's on another plane. I'll roll the D100. Oh, I rolled a 12, but that's fine. I think that's good. Because there's a 5% chance if she's on another plane, it won't work. He's going to say,
Did you have a hand in Deghok's demise? Are you brave or a coward? Tell me, because if you did, I'm coming for you.
that's it.
There is no response.
Corbin says,
Well, I got my answer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys, you all propped me up in that fight. Thank you. Sorry I've doubted you, all of you, in the past. I'm truly sorry.
You ain't got nothing to thank us for and nothing to apologize for, Corbin.
We only did what you would do for us.
And we'll do again, I swear.
You said that Deghok was your only family, and in one sense that's really true. But we're also your family, Corbin, and we're always going to be here for you.
I know that now.
I prop Gargoth up against the wall across from me once we're inside the hut, and I say, "Who is she, Gogs? I know you know."
Renascence, I don't know if this is going to make things better or worse.
Tell me everything, and if you don't, and I find out that you don't, I'm going to remember that.
I'll tell you everything. Lilxori is your mother. She was a Cambion born to Zariel. Cambions are spawned, not born in the same way that you mortals are.
She was born here in Avernus?
Oh, yes.
How did I end up in Baldur's Gate?
One thing at a time. Lilxori was assigned by her mother, Zariel, after she became Archduchess of Avernus, to find and secure lost souls among the downtrodden in Baldur's Gate. She spent many years in Baldur's Gate, ferrying those lost unfortunate to a place here amongst Zariel's army to fight the demonic hordes. But during her adventures, if you may call them that, she met a young bard named Karoth, who befriended her, not knowing that she was a Cambion. Cambions can alter their form at will, but eventually Karoth discovered her true nature, that he treated her like a person. You mortals, even growing to befriend her. Over time, Lilxori formed a strong bond of love with Karoth, and he convinced her that the blood war would never truly end, that even she deserved a life free of torment, free of pain. And although she knew that her infernal heritage would eventually spell doom for their love, she gave in to her heart. Soon after, she gave birth to tiefling boys, whom she named Garen and Thomas, named after deceased compatriots of theirs whilst they were adventuring. However, not long after, Karoth was murdered by demonic agents of the fiend Yinogu, the prince of demons. Yinogu discovered Lilxori's parentage. What's quite distressing, I hope you understand, I mean no disrespect, was that your brother Thomas was only a toddler at the time. He witnessed the murder of your father, and then something quite traumatic. His mother transforming into her Cambion form. Well, his infant mind was traumatized, something that would, I'm sure you understand, re-emerge in his teenage years. In vengeance for her love's murder, Lilxori destroyed the demons, and then poured holy water on their remains so that they could not reform in the abyss. Lilxori knew that the demons would never stop coming, and with her husband's demise, was convinced that her mother was right after all. The demonic forces needed to be stopped forever. So, she did the only thing that a mother could do. She left her twins in the care of a school for friendless boys, and returned here to Avernus. She knew that any contact with you or any memories of you would only serve to take her from her purpose. So she washed herself in the river Styx, so that the memories of her children would never return.
But they did. She remembered me.
How odd. Perhaps there is something more powerful than hell itself.
Zariel is my grandmother.
Yes.
Karoth, my father, he was human?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
23.
He seems to be telling the truth.
I've got to find her, Gogs. Where would she go?
She said herself she wished to converse with her mother. You wish to rise to that level? You wish to confront Zariel herself? Do, and be a fool.
Gogs, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I've been carrying you around for weeks now. You put me through quite a bit. That trap you laid and caught me in at the Demon Zapper. The price that you're going to make me pay for that. All the taunting and the sly teasing and the innuendos. I just want you to know, I'm sure it won't mean anything to you, but I'm grateful. It's all worth it, Gogs, because Without you, I wouldn't know that. Them things you just told me. I'd be wondering the rest of my life. So, for what it's worth, thank you.
I do not accept your gratitude. Only the information will be somehow useful to you ridding me of this prison.
Well, like I said, when it comes time for the final reckoning between us, final choices have to be made. I'll remember what you did.
And then he does not respond.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Corbin's already asleep.
I'll take third. I gathered up Lily when we came in to get into the hut, and I'm just going to say, Lily, can you keep Renascence company?
Lily looks up at you and softly purrs.
And I go to sleep until it's my watch.
First watch, give me a perception check.
11.
Yeah, just the interior of the crypt. Dark, cold, and silent.
All right, Lily. You keep watch too. You're better than me at spotting things.
She meows affirmatively.
No, shh, everybody's sleeping. Just keep watch.
Meow. Second watch, yeah, perception check.
Okay, that's a 21.
Nothing either inside or outside. Nothing.
Third watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception check.
The 19.
You hear the occasional sort of moan of pain from one of the spirits still trapped here in the crypt. Beyond that, nothing. And so your 8 hours of long rest comes to an end.
Okay, we need to get to the arches.
Yeah. We pile back into the ragawagon. I'll go into the wrecking ball spot.
Corbin will get behind the wheel.
Everybody buckle in. Got your spot?
You've never been to the Arches of Ulloch before, but you have it on the map. Let's see if you can get there. Go ahead and roll a 2d8, someone.
Whose turn?
I don't think I've done it in a while, so I'll do it this time.
Go for it.
Don't get the same number.
My best. The 3 and a 6.
All right, so you end up navigating through Avernus towards the Arches of Ulloch. As you approach the arches, you do in fact see something on the horizon. 2 ornate jet black arches, which dominate the scorched landscape for miles. Each one rising 150 to 200 feet into the stiflingly hot air. The stonework is engraved with images of devils waging their war against the demons. This is the Arches of Ulloch.
Can we just take a scan around? Maybe someone who's better at me than spotting things, see if anything is laying in wait for us here or hidden.
Maybe Ofelia and I can do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got a 27.
Ophelia got a 15.
Hylan's eyes are focused and just scanning around the desert landscape of Avernus. The arches are really the only noticeable thing for miles. It's like you're just in a vast expanse of nothingness, and then the arches are just placed there.
So you said they're 150 or 200 feet tall. How wide is the gap between them?
Probably about 20 feet wide apiece.
Like if I wanted to pass through the middle of the arch, like that's 20 feet?
It's actually multiple. There's 2 arches.
Yeah,
right?
are they
It's
arranged like one arch is in front of the other arch?
No,
Or
they're
next
right
to
beside each other. Yes, they're beside each other.
Forgive me, when this was explained to us, did it indicate which arch we were supposed to pass through?
Nope.
Should I keep driving?
Well, I'm just wondering, if we can just drive the ragawagon through one of the arches, is that going to work?
I don't know. We could try.
Yeah, let's give it a try. So pick an arch, Corbin. Up to you.
All right, Corbin will look to the left side and the right side, and he will pick the right side.
You start driving towards the right arch, and you realize that there's like a wall, like a small rock wall, about 40 or 50 feet from the arches themselves. And there's like a 15-foot staircase that rises through this rock wall up to where the arches are. So they're sort of on a little bit of a raised platform.
So we'd have to get out of the car.
That is correct.
I don't think I can drive up those stairs.
Yeah, I see it. Shit.
So Corbin will stop.
All right, look at this. Look, I spread the map out so everybody can see. We pass through this and go to Kostishi's Moor. That's pretty fucking far from this place. I don't know if we'll be seeing the ragawagon again, to be honest, after we get through this, if we can't take it with us.
Right.
Should we say goodbye?
Well, yeah, if you feel sentimental about the ragawagon.
I
Sorry.
mean,
The way Ophelia said that made me cry.
Yeah, no, I don't. I know. We've been through some shit with the ragawagon, Ophelia.
Yeah.
I understand your sentiment. I was more thinking like, don't leave anything behind in the car.
right,
We'll
take the
take the
soul
coins.
coins. And,
Yeah.
I feel like we should have taken those motorcycles now.
Well, too late to go
But
back
no
for
use
them.
thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Well, we could drive back and get them, and then no, that's too long.
Yeah.
No, we're here.
If we weren't on such a clock, I actually think that might not be a bad idea, Corbin, but I think we've got to press on. We would lose another half day maybe going back to the crypt.
And that's assuming we get back to it.
Yeah.
We're sure this is a one-way trip, right?
I don't know, Corbin. I'm just saying it could be. I think we should be prepared that we might be losing the ragawagon here if we don't get to come back this way.
Right.
All right.
Is there any place to like stash it?
No. I mean, like I said, there's just that rock wall, the arches themselves, and then just nothing for miles.
You could try putting the Guardian on it again, Corbin, if you think we might be coming back through the arch to retrieve it.
I mean, it's really good, though. I think we should.
Okay.
So Corbin is going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Immorta, protect our ragawagon. Thank you.
It's really sweet.
Now that we're at the base of the steps, Matt, how close are we to the arches?
45 or 50 feet away.
Okay, I take out the dreidel and spin it, just in case anything's hiding here, invisible or anything like that.
You spin it, and you do not see anything on the dreidel.
Suppose it's as safe as anything ever is in Avernus. Right arch, you said, Corbin?
Yep, the right one. I like that one better.
Like we did when we came to Avernus in the first place, maybe we should all hold hands with each other, just in case it
I
tries
thought
to,
you'd never ask.
If it's like a 20-foot gap, Matt, I guess there's enough for us to just walk all four in parallel. So we just form a line horizontally, all holding hands, and we walk towards the right arch.
That's fine. Lulu grabs Corbin's hand. So now it's the five of you.
I got you.
You walk from the steps towards which arch? The left arch? The right arch?
Right arch.
Right.
Is there anything noticeably different about them?
No, they look very much the same. So you guys walk towards the arch. You take about 5-10 feet of steps, and then there is a noise like the sound of a freight train hitting a mountain as out of the sky, plummeting towards the ground, a absolutely titanic, perhaps 15 or 20 feet tall monstrosity lands in front of you and sends up a cloud of dust and debris.
Oh.
This creature has 4 legs. Its skin is ragged and burned. You see through the skin to ribs underneath. Its face is a desiccated skull, but eyes poke through the orbital sockets, and you see that its wings, you call them skeletal, but they do have the barest remnants of feathers on them still. And it says in a thunderous voice,
I am Ulloch.
Skeletal Sphinx.
Who dares to present themselves to me?
I say, Renascence of Baldur's Gate.
Hylan of Baldur's Gate.
Painbearer, Corbin, Church of Immorta, also Baldur's Gate, you know.
Ofelia Liadon. Baldur's Gate now, I guess.
I'm Lulu of Mount Celestia. Hi. It takes a second to take all of your presences in, and then with rotting teeth, it speaks.
Only the worthy may approach the arches of Ulloch. Great strength and vast knowledge is required. If you possess neither, your doom is all but certain.
Worthy or not, our need is great, and we will pass.
Speak you for these 5.
I look around to my friends.
He does?
He does.
Yes.
Yes.
Take warning. To hesitate will cost you dearly. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready, Your Sphinxness.
We're ready.
Where do you wish to go?
Kostichi's more.
So be it.
He gestures with one skeletal paw to one of these 2 arches, which now glows with a hellish light.
Enter of your own free will.
Is it the right arch?
It is.
I nod.
I was
Corbin.
right.
Yeah. Didn't need him. All right, I take hands with the people on either side of me again.
Corbin takes Lulu.
Come on, Lulu.
Take Lulu by the trunk.
Come on. We're walking through the right one, like I said.
We walk through the right arch together.
Thanks for listening. This episode featured Tal Aviezer as Renascence, Andy Cannistra as Painbearer Corbin Shiv, Carolyn Fox as Hylan, Rachel Tamarin as Ofelia, and me, Matt Gordon, as the Dungeon Master. This episode was edited by Tal Aviezer and Carolyn Fox. Our original theme music is by Lauren Anker and Anthony DiMasso. Remember, if you enjoy Podcast Party, please follow the show, rate us, and leave us a review. Thanks very much for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of Descent into Avernus.
To eat man. No, it's to eat man. To serve man. That was it. To serve man.
If it said to eat man, they wouldn't have had to make that episode.
Yeah, I don't know why. I totally flubbed that joke. Just shit the bed on that joke.
It's a cookbook. Well, yeah, it says to eat man. So yeah.
I saw that one coming a mile away.
Carrie, please cut that. Thank you.
Okay. Going right at the end. Okay.
Damn it. You got it.
I hate this stupid game.